DC chillin', DC chillin', DC chillin', DC chillin'.
And I got a girl for
We out here.
I'm like I'm neighbor. Yeah, I'm at the room like I'm ready.
Just like that. Like that. No, like that.
You ain't got any who's greater. Nah, you ain't got Richard the Sweetie. And I got a rose that's in the
DC chillin', DC chillin', DC chillin'.
What's up, baby?
What up, what up, what up? All right, before we start, we just want to say that the content and language of this show is not representation of Illinois Springfield or the Diversity Center. And shout out to our sponsors. We got the Office of the Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs and the Diversity Center.
Shout out Jay Rose and Dr. Ford as well.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Now, my name is Trendy Trey.
You feel me? I'm Ben. I go by Benny 773, DJ Carson, all that. You feel me?
I'm Trendy Trey, rapper, Southside Chicago. I'm a junior here, communications major. You know what I'm saying? 22, rapper on the rise. So look out for me. Look out for me.
You feel me? I do a little bit of everything. You feel me? I dabble in like fashion, music. You feel me? I just like low key, like my whole personality and stuff. I just like to be creative. That's really what it comes down to. Like
even with this though, with the podcast.
Like it really just comes down to just being able to like put content out there that I feel like people will enjoy. You feel me? And like through the help of like people like Justin Rose or like Diversity Center or the Vice Chancellor, like we was able to like, you know,
move forward
and like put all our creativity, you know, out there.
One space,
yeah. So shout out to them for providing opportunity.
Platform.
Yeah. So yeah,
what we got on the menu today?
Man, so first we can dive into, you know, like surviving freshman year of college, you feel me? My college experience was way different from like the typical, you know, college experience and stuff. But you can start off with yours.
Surviving. Okay. When I first got here, I didn't want to be here. Cause to be honest, I always thought this was a dumb thing to think, but my mom always told me it wasn't. After high school, I thought that was it. Cause then nobody in my family would go to college, so I thought after high school was over with, I just had to get a job or something. But that's all I saw. That's what I was a product of. So when I got to college, I was lost. I didn't know who to call. Only person I had here with me to defend with me was Mike. So when I first got the first 2 months, I was in my room. My best friend, Mike. Everybody that know me know Mike. So when I first got here, the first 2 months, I was in my room. I didn't go nowhere but to class, get something to eat. And I didn't go to the gym until like later in the semester. And that's when I got cool with everybody. But once I got cool with everybody and start to come out more, I feel like the community here is different. It's amazing. Everybody accept each other. Not a lot of judgment. And everybody is always championing you. You know what I'm saying? To do better. So I feel like my freshman year was cool. And it was always busting and founders. We was always doing something. It wasn't never a dull moment in founders or nothing like that. So that's what I think. My freshman year was pretty decent.
No, I definitely feel you. Like, well, my college experience, like, I was like in and out, so I had to, you know, basically experience as much as I can in like the fastest way possible and stuff like that. Because I know, like, I graduated with a 2-year degree, associate degree in web graphic design. So it was like
from what?
From DeVry University in Chicago. And that whole story was crazy because like it was with that whole thing, it's like you transfer in your junior year of college or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean your junior year of high school. Your junior year of high school. So when you come in and whatever, it's like you gotta take a test and stuff like that. And so me, I'm young, you know, I'm at my regular school or whatever, so I'm naive to like trying to better myself. So I ain't want to leave my school. I'm like, you know, I don't want to miss my friends. This is like when I was coming into myself, I started, you know, basically like coming into myself, whatever. So I ain't want to leave my friends that I already established. So it's like when I got the opportunity to go to a different school, I'm like, I don't want to do this. So
Right.
I tried to fail the test, like
On purpose?
on purpose,
Mm.
because I didn't want to, leave my friends. I'm like, I transferred schools all my life, so it's like I wanted somewhat stable. You feel me? And it's like it's crazy because like my friends from my freshman sophomore year of high school, those are my friends today. Like not from my other school, but those people that I went to high school first. So like shout out to Kevon, Kim, Tahari, Gabby, everybody. Gabe, all of them. So it's like those are my real friends. So I didn't want to leave them behind. So I tried to fail the test, and then matter of fact, I wasn't even gonna sign up for the test at first. Then my daddy treated me, and then
What'd he say?
He told, because I had walked. They were like, "Oh, if you want to sign up for a test, stay after." So I walked out the building. I got in the car where my daddy started spazzing on my ass. He started spazzing on me, bro. So I went in there reluctantly and signed up for a test. So I took the test, tried to fail it. I ended up scoring really high in the English, and then I did bad in the math. And it was crazy because I really was not trying on none of it. And then they was like, okay, well, you qualify for a retake. So I did the retake, tried to fail that. And they was like, okay, well, you qualify for the summer program. So naturally, my dad was like, no, you're going to the summer program. He was like, you're going to the summer program. So I ended up going to the summer program. Did that. It was okay, the smartest decision because, saved a lot of money on like college and stuff. And then, it was decent. It was decent because like school started late. I did 2 college classes in the morning and then like 3 high school classes in the afternoon with like an hour lunch in between. And it was crazy because like my school was 2 hours away from my house on public transportation. So that's like Chicago to Champaign every day. Like, and I was doing that, taking 2 trains and a bus to school. And then from there, I got my associate's degree, came to college, whatever. And then registered as a junior. So got to doing that stuff. And I got involved. And one thing, a lot of people with UIS, I don't really like the people that be like, oh, UIS weak, UIS woo. Well, they only saying that stuff because low-key, y'all ain't take the opportunity to go out and branch out. If you in your room and, not popping out or not meeting new people, of course you're going to think the school weak. Right. Versus if you taking advantage of all the opportunities. Like, it was parties all the time. And it was like the people that you linked with, it was like nothing but love. Like, when we first linked up, it was nothing but love. We saw that we had similar interests, knew some of the same people. Then you put me in tune with Mike. And from there, so. You got any tips for, like, survive in college?
Time management.
Word.
I was lackadaisical with my work, because when you get so much free time, you get idle. You get, you forget what you're here for. Because I did. I definitely forgot what I was here for. What else would I say? Confidence. I don't feel like when we come in as freshmen, we be confident, but we got to start all the way over again. We be just seniors. You got to start the process all the way over. I ain't had that confidence like I should have had. I think that'll be my 2. And be responsible too. Yeah. Responsible too. Like, admit when you're wrong and then try to move forward and learn from your mistakes. That would be my 3.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I like piggybacking off you. I think like not being afraid to like branch out and stuff like that. So that go along with confidence and stuff. Like too many people be scared to branch out and stuff like that. Also, like don't be afraid to like meet new people. You get what I'm saying? Right. So that goes into branching out as well. And then don't procrastinate. Cause that's my biggest thing. My big thing. Like one thing I do, like even to this day, like I don't type papers and stuff on my computer. I type them all on my phone in my notes because it just worked better for me because I text faster than
you comfortable too. Right?
Yeah, I text faster. But then with that, it's like you can get distracted on your phone because you typing a paper on your phone. Yeah,
text, stuff like notifications,
stuff like that. So like, especially like as you like your level, the higher education you get, like the more like longer your papers got to be and stuff like that. So, that's definitely a thing. I've typed like a 25-page paper on my phone before.
25 pages?
Yeah.
What class is that?
It'd be critical. It'd be critical, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
what did you talk about for 25 pages?
A lot of quotes and
What?
a lot of quotes and I don't know, bro. It was just
25 pages, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I really want to do 2.
Yeah.
25.
Like that'd be easy. Like one thing I do, like with my papers and stuff, like I don't even do the count page limits no more. Like I do it by like word count. I know like 600 words is 2 pages.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, okay, let me do 300 stuff like that,
Mhm.
and then that just gets me to trick my mind to like, okay, we finna get all these papers, we finna get all these pages and stuff like that. So to this day, that still work for me.
What's up?
Yeah, that still work.
Any more?
I don't know.
Good.
Don't be afraid of letting go of old habits too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like don't be afraid of letting go, because some stuff and even some people, not there for you and don't want to see you succeed. A lot of times people are like, oh, you changed since you went away. I'm bettering myself. Like,
True.
and if you was really there for me, you would understand like it's all a part of come up. And shit, you either with me or against me at this
Oh,
point.
me.
I ain't got time to babysit nobody. We too grown.
What's up?
Yeah, bro. People don't be want to see you want to come up. That's the sad part.
You be family too. I was just talking about that with Malik last
Facts.
night.
Facts.
We were just talking about that last night. That's the crazy part, though, ain't it?
Yeah.
They tell you they wanna see you go farther.
Yeah.
Would be the lack of support.
Yeah. And that's the crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy, ain't it, though?
Because your family really supposed to be there for you, but then
For anybody.
yeah, then they switch up on you and stuff like that. That's crazy too. But then that comes with like fame too. Like you get famous, then your family like think you changed because
Money and stuff.
yeah. But people fail to realize like famous people got bills too. Like they trying to take care of themselves too. They can't.
Right.
Especially you, my cousin. I barely know you coming out the woodworks asking me for money, but I don't even know you like that.
Exactly.
You just coming around because you famous and stuff like that. Like that's when you want to come up. That's when you really see like who there for you. Not a lot of people there for you, and I think that's why I really got like trust issues and stuff like that. I'm really guarded, and I don't let people in because I know like how people can snake you and stuff like that.
I used to be like that, but I used to be like guarded. But then I don't know. I just like feel like sometimes you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt once to see where they head at. That's just me though. I feel like I just gotta. I don't want to prejudge nobody off the rip, so I gotta give you the benefit of the doubt. I gotta give you a chance. Once you cross that chance,
yeah,
you can't be mad at me.
But I feel like I'm that person. I ain't even finna give you the benefit of the doubt. Like I just be sensing like foolness. So it's like, bro, you fool, bro. I can't rock with that stuff. Cause even like with relationships, like it be your own. I just made a tweet about this. How like it be like your homie will try to talk to your shorty or whatever. And then like your girl don't be wanting to tell you that your homie tried to talk to her. Like, how do you handle that situation? It's like, and you expect me not to get mad, like that my homie, tried to talk to my girl. Like, and then that happens a lot of times. Like, no, bro, I cannot fold. Like, no, I cannot fold. But then you gonna have to handle it once I find out. And that's facts.
How you gonna handle it? How you gonna handle it?
Just know it's gonna get handled. I ain't got to discuss all that. Just know it's gonna get handled. Like people be tweaking, like, and it's crazy, bro. It's like, especially like, because like if you put so much trust in somebody, bro, they bound to let you down. Somehow, some way, they bound to let you down because nobody's perfect. And then some people just not cut from that same cloth. You feel me? So they might think they the realest person alive, but to everybody else, they be fool.
That's true.
What you think, folks?
I don't know. I don't know. I just, as I grew older, I used to not trust nobody. But I don't know. I guess the certain people I'm around made me change my habits and my way of thinking. Everybody ain't snakes. Everybody not. That's why I be giving the benefit of the doubt. Everybody not snakes.
Yeah, I get that.
But
a lot of people.
That's when Yeah.
A lot of people are. That's the thing, bro. It's like you got this small percentage of people that be real. Then a lot of other people be fake or opportunists, bro. They come around when it's
that's
like
true.
when it can benefit them, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's lame. I ain't got time for that.
Though. I feel it.
I ain't got time for that, bro.
I feel it.
That's why I said, bro. You either with me or against me, bro.
I feel it.
I don't really give a fuck. But damn, what else? That's your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts.
All right. So how you feel about like all these school shootings and stuff happening?
I feel like I was talking to my grandma about this last night. She said I made a valid point. I told her I feel like sometimes we desensitize. We desensitize because if it's not mass or like say if it was a mass shooting, that's when we get serious, right? The stuff that happened in Austin last week, it was talked about, but it wasn't like brought to a bigger scale because it wasn't mass. So I feel like if it's like, or the Vegas thing, right? When they shot the country thing up, I feel like if it's not, the way I'm trying to say, if it's like not a mass shooting or like, from my view, from black people, we're not going to no country concert, so that can't happen to us. That's what some people say. Ignorant though. That's the truth though, right? Am I lying?
No,
that's the truth though. That's the truth though. We're not
facts.
going to no country concert, so that can't happen to us. So that's why I feel like we desensitize it, because the severity of it happening to us is not so big. But I feel like we need to change our way of our habits though, because you never know. You never know. We could be sitting in class with a shooter. That's why I smile at all the Caucasian people. Oh, don't smoke. I'm always smiling. How you doing? I'm opening doors. Whatever you need. I want no problem. Good morning. How was your day? You need help with this? I got you. Whatever I can do. Because if you do decide, hey, remember I opened that door. Remember I said good morning. No problems.
Nah, that's beyond real. Nah, you never know like what somebody capable of.
Right,
That's the crazy part, bro. And how I feel about this, like I definitely feel like it's a time for reform and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, and this like my honest opinion about it, like with the protests and stuff, are we really still in the era of protests where they really make a difference? And that's the thing, because it's like okay, we gonna march for these different causes and stuff like that. That's all cool, whatever. But a couple weeks later, it all fades away. Like granted, I'm so proud that everybody doing these gun reforms, marches and stuff like that. But is real change gonna come from it? That's my biggest issue, because we all be march, but the same stuff, you feel me? Nothing ever changed and stuff from that. So, and a gun reform is definitely needed.
So, what you think about the teacher having a gun in the classroom?
I think that's dumb. Because I personally, bro, like my class has always been like the baddest class in every school I went to, like from like fourth grade up. We got banned from the Field Museum downtown for being bad. They was tweaking, banging on like the exhibits and stuff like that. We had teachers walk out on us crying like, I'll never teach this class again. Right. You feel me? Like all types of stuff. And I know like if we making a teacher cry to the point where they said they'll never teach our class again, imagine if she had a gun, bro. Like we would have been gone. We would have been gone, bro.
That's true though.
Cause like, especially like kids immature, like I'll never forget like one of my teachers like fell coming up the stairs and like we was just dying laughing because she had to be wheeled around like a little rolly computer chair because she didn't have a wheelchair. Yeah. So it was just funny to us as a kid, but it's like imagine we basically bullying teachers.
In a sense,
we bully kids be bullying teachers, bro. You always see them like viral videos, like the kids that you saw that video with the dude had threw the VHS tape at the dude. He threw a VHS. For those who ain't seen the video, it's a video where the kid in the back of the class threw a VHS tape at the teacher's head, and it was like really loud. Like it's funny to us, but like imagine if that teacher got a gun, like.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Like,
what if they get mad and pull it,
bro? On me.
Or what if the student find the gun?
Yeah, that's another thing. Because, you know, in school, you know, kids be stealing from the teachers. And
all the
stuff.
time. I know I used to take out the teacher's desk. I ain't gonna lie. Well, one time I tried to change my grade. Report card pickup was coming. And that was the parent one. You know, how in elementary you take it home.
Yeah.
Then when the parent comes, I always like to take it home because I can explain myself without the teacher being there. So one time I tried to go on the desk with the grades one in there.
I low key. Yeah, that's crazy. That's great because, you know, they do have them, all the classrooms be having them classes and stuff like that. You know, teachers be like, well, my stuff and stuff like that. And you try to change your grade. That's funny.
I did it though.
That's crazy. My sisters used to help me like finesse getting my report card.
My sister wanted that. She wanted to see me get beat.
I mean, of course, the whoopings don't come. Like, but yeah, I'll never forget. Like, it's this one time. I think I had got kicked out of class or something like that. And the teacher was like, I'm calling home. So I'm like, all right. So I went home. I'm like, Lena's my sister. I'm like, Lena, I need you to act like you my mama. Ooh, on the phone. I'm like, I need you to act like you mommy, whatever. So the teacher called. My sister got to talking. Then the teacher like, put Mrs. Webb on the phone. My sister gonna fold and be like, okay. Like she was supposed to stay with the script. It didn't work. I ended up getting in trouble, got a whooping. But yeah, bro.
My teachers they never call home. They always let it pile up. They always let it pile up, so the beating was worse. So the crazy part is about that, my mama always thought I was doing in school until it was report card time. So I hated report card pickup. Because I always know I was going to get whooped. I always did though, but sometimes I try to tell her some of the stuff that I did so she won't go in there blind it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Taylor Jenkins on Facebook, she said, think about the teachers that might potentially get confused with the shooter too, like black male teachers.
Repeat that.
Think about the teachers that might potentially get confused with the shooter too, like black male teachers.
That is thing, because, you know, the police will rush in, they see a teacher with a gun, they instantly gonna take him down.
Right.
Like, that's it, man.
I don't think they properly thought that through though, like all the pros and cons.
Bro,
I think they just.
I seen this one thing on Twitter. This politician was like, well, we just need to get the kids bulletproof backpacks.
What is that,
bro?
What is a backpack gonna do?
Bro,
it's on my back. It's on my front. It's on my front.
Bro, you know how dumb that is, giving the kids a bulletproof backpack when you can like really make real change.
I just be wanting to know what is security at.
Bro, you gotta think though, security guards in schools be getting like they don't be real.
But that's the problem though. That's still a problem though.
Facts, that is a problem.
There's no way a shooter could, a life taker, big gun.
Yeah, they don't, and that's the thing. They don't be having a little pocket rockets.
They be having something from Argentina somewhere or something.
They do not have no pocket rockets. They be really coming out of like, and that's the thing. I was talking to somebody in my class about like with the whole assault rifles, is that really needed or whatever. Right. You know, granted, people have their opinion. Like I'm open minded, so I like to hear like both sides, whatever. Like, come on, bro, assault rifles, bro. Like that's why I just seen this other thing on Twitter where like the dude, he was like. He turned his assault rifle into the police because he was like, bro, honestly, is this really going to be used to protect my home? He said it was so easy for him to get. He got the assault rifle for somebody that off like Craigslist, and they met him in Walmart. They met him in a Walmart parking lot and sold him the gun, and it was perfectly legal. And that's the thing. And at the end of the day, us as black people, low-key, these gun laws are not for us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people be so confused. Like all these concealed to carry people, I'm getting my FOIA card. Ooh. Bro, whether you got that or not, bro, all the police gonna see is you a black person with a gun, bro. You can have credentials. You just heard about the dude that got, what was it, like last year? Yeah. He had the papers and everything, but got killed because he had the gun in the car. And he tried to do the right thing by saying, I have a gun in my car. And what he do, end up getting killed, bro. So the system definitely not for us as black people. So this whole gun stuff, people be tweaking too hard. People be tweaking too hard. It's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I think the time for change is now. However, this protesting gonna get it. I don't know.
I don't think so. We don't. We in a different age though. We're in a different age.
Mm.
Like it's like I'm trying to see. As like for me thinking, and the people my age group, I don't think it depends what we protesting. Like, it is.
But what change have you seen?
Insane,
I mean, like, granted, back in the day, Martin Luther King,
right?
all that, they was actually making, progress. But a big thing that had to do with them, their main point was voting and getting legislation passed. So stuff had to,
Right.
be like in full effect. Our thing is we're not focusing on voting. We just focusing on going down the street and rioting and,
Right.
and having the time the people that be out there marching and rioting and stuff don't even be people related to the cause.
We just taking the opportunity.
Opportunity, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and then you gotta look at the way the media portray it. Like, we get called thugs and stuff like that. You feel me? While other people just get called different names when they really doing the same thing, if not more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We get called thugs for rioting for like even just going out there protesting for a cause, whatever. But then you got people, if a sports team win and stuff, they jumping on cars, turning cars over, burning trash cans, stuff like that. You feel me? And they look at it as excited fans and stuff like that. And skin color plays a big thing to do with it. And I don't even like to play like the race card because I feel like that's overrated too. But
It is.
sometimes, it is what it is.
I'm gonna ask a question.
What up?
Why do you think people are scared to talk about race? Here's my theory though. I feel like we as people, I'm talking about Black, Mexican, Hispanic, Asian, elderly, kids, adults.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like our problem with communication is we don't listen to understand. We just listen to reply. So everybody always get defensive.
Yeah.
They quick. They not listening to what you're saying because they on edge. They trying to find something to reply to real quick.
Yeah.
But they not actually listening to or comprehending what I'm trying to say.
Both sides.
They just want to quick to.
So close-minded. People be so close-minded
Right.
or whatever. Like, that's the thing. That's why I don't like. That's why I really don't like talking about racism though, because people don't really understand both sides. And like, bro, it's to the point where like, and it falls on a lot of the Black people because to the point where like, bro, we trying to make everything
About race.
Yeah, bro. And it's like we losing credibility at that point. Like, come on.
Question from Princess. She said, "How do you guys think we got to this point?
As far as like
what
race,
you guys are talking about right now, the mindset that we got to."
like what I just said.
Yeah.
I feel like people be sensitive and defensive. Like people too like this era we living in. People too sensitive.
Yeah.
They don't know how to take constructive criticism. They always quick to lash out without actually thinking about what the person said and internalizing it and then trying to apply it other than just being on edge and going crazy. Like some people are generally trying to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to see you bad, but that's how we take it because we so guarded and always on defense. We don't know how to play offense. We don't know how to pass the ball or get an assist. We always want to take everything ourselves. That's how I think we got.
Yeah, I feel like we got to this point too, like you said, like everybody being too sensitive and stuff, and this to the point where like we trying to just rub it in white people's face like they're bad people, like we just trying to like force it. It's to the point where like we just forcing it in their face, like you should feel ashamed because you're white, like that's the point, like, and that's why I said it's getting to the point where like us as Black people are losing credibility with our arguments because we trying to make everything about race.
Yeah.
Trying to make everything like, and that's the crazy. I got just saying this thing with like, this dude was like, it was like a code for like a flight thing, and I think the code number was NI like 693R, something like, or some randomized code. Yeah, he was like, how could this ever be a code because it's the N word? So like, bro, it's a like, bro,
who thinking like that?
bro, that's losing credibility because we keep trying to make everything about race. And then when a big issue happens, is people gonna take us serious.
We take ourselves serious. I feel like sometimes we just be talking because we gotta know.
Yeah, man.
And that's honest though.
Everybody trying to be too woke.
Right. What's woke?
Everybody trying to. You go see Black Panther once, bro. They think they woke.
Right, woke and your third eye. What is? What?
They go to see Black Panther once and think they the wokest thing. That's the thing, bro.
It ain't even that. That's the crazy part. Black Panther ain't have to do nothing about no activists. It was just a black superhero.
Yeah, and
why they just ain't leave it at that?
Yes, and they try to make it sound like Black Panther was the only like black superhero, bro.
Right.
No. And then pick this somebody else. The point, like it was like some conspiracy thing on like Facebook, and I really realized this because it was like, okay, us as Black people in America, you know, we all on the Black Panther bandwagon. However, it was like, if you think about it, Killmonger was the representation of Blacks in America, and he was portrayed as the villain. So that gets you to thinking, like,
that's true though. Man,
how they really feel about us as Blacks in America and not Africans.
That's true.
You know, and then with that it's you know, it's a lot of going back and forth with that too. You feel me? Because a lot of, you know, Africans. It's sad to say, but a lot of Africans don't accept us as Black Americans. That's why I personally would like to be referred to as, you know, Black or Black American. Whereas African American, you know, it's like, bro, are we accepted by their culture? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just seen, I'm steady, because I really be on the internet a lot. So I look at a lot of stuff, and I just seen like another thing where it was like a panel of like Africans and Blacks, and they was asking the people like, well, how do you feel about when people wear like African garments and stuff like that? And a couple of the Africans, like even Black people, when they wear it, they feel even the Black people, they feel like it's, you know, they feel like it's
oh, it's candy, y'all. Hey, yo, pop pills. Look, I'm gonna show you.
Hey, Trini, show me the other one.
I'm warning you. Look, it's Skittles. I got sweet tooth. I am not crazy.
Trini, show me the other one.
I am not crazy.
Show me the other one.
Hey, mama, no, you don't see this. Look, I'm showing you.
Skittles.
Candy. Look, hey, you want to see the S on it too? To make sure.
Put it in the camera, bro.
Hold on, the S ain't clear.
I'm dead.
The S on pop pills. Hey. Reason being, sorry for interrupting you. Reason being, every time I pull candy out, somebody always asks me. I got tired of that. So my way, they gonna think I'm crazy, but hey, let them think what they want to think. I know the truth.
It's cool, bro. Eat your candy. Like, I don't know. That's pretty much my take on it. What you think, bro?
About what?
Like, as far as like the relationship with like Blacks and Africans, like how we portray it to them.
I feel like they view us as I feel like they feel like we less hard working and everything was given to us. So, you know, they got to work like in the field and do all that. Other than us, we raised from we got to work, but not like to their extent. They feel like we're giving the opportunity instead of taking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's like us as Black people, we was praising the whole Black Panther thing, but it was like hella like underlying things that, you know,
right,
people didn't even peep, bro. We champion something that's not a representation of Blacks in America. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas though we got shows and stuff that is not as big as Black Panther, we got shows like Black Lightning and stuff like that, where that's focusing on a Black superhero from America, and the show is woke because they touch on police brutality, stuff like that, gang banging, stuff like that. So I feel like people should put back in behind stuff like that as well, and not just focus on, Black Panther. Granted, it was a great movie. I'm not hating on it whatsoever because I went to go see it. You feel me? Went to go see it in 3D, so I paid extra money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, people need to open their eyes to certain stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, some people too woke. Need to go back to sleep.
Too woke, bro. Too woke. Like, and that's, bro. Like, and that'd be like that'd be a turn off. Like, even with a female, that'd be like that. personally to me, like, cause like, bro, do I really want to hear all that? That's another thing. Like I know it sounds crazy, but that's fact, bro. Like I'm expressing my opinion, bro. That's facts. I really don't be trying to hear all that. And then another thing, this is a topic for you, cause you like Kendrick. Kendrick, he be trying to be. He don't try to be. Well, that's his whole demeanor. Like
Not all the time, though.
Bro, To Pimp a Butterfly, bro. He was too woke, and now personally, that's why I can't really listen to that. Like, granted, it was probably
best
good.
album, bro.
It was too woke for me, bro.
Sonically, though,
it was too woke.
no, it wasn't, bro. You just want to listen.
Too woke. See, who wants to, bro? Music, you supposed. I like music I can vibe to.
You supposed to digest it, bro. You want to digest it.
Man, bro.
You was eating it like it was fast food. That's not fast food. This time you sit at the table with moms when you have a conversation with. You take everything in with a nice salad and a nice wine glass.
Oh,
that's your problem. Well, no problem.
Nah, bro. But that's why you got other artists like J. Cole and stuff. They have
That's true.
J. Cole, old Kanye. They have the perfect blend of woke and, Kanye. Shout out to Kanye. Have the perfect blend of like woke and music we could just listen to and stuff like that. But just hearing all that stuff and it's like, ooh, like we get it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, bro. People don't know when to chill. Like, we get it, man. And before we go to the next topic, I just want to say shout out to all our viewers and stuff like that.
Me.
Princess, shout out to Jaquise, everybody that's in. My sister, Ron G, everybody.
Say, hey, go on my Instagram. See what they
a lot of people tuned into the live, whatever. Shout out to my homie Devontae.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Bahari.
Shout
out to Brianna. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, so another thing. Back to this whole little woke thing. How you feel about like Monique or whatever? Because she definitely tried to pull the race card and the gender bias card.
I feel like my whole take on that was she has the credentials to get, I don't know about 13 million, but she got the credentials to get at least 5 or 3. No, what you moving for? She a legend. That's first off. We gotta put that up. We gotta check that off right quick. Legend. It's a stamp. That's number 1. She got the credentials. That's 2. I feel like I ain't gonna say she ain't been on the scene since that Christmas movie, which was decent. With DC Young Fly and Gabrielle.
That wasn't decent to me.
Either way, she had a movie that she put money into, and she made a lot back from. So I feel like she could have. I think she went about it the wrong way. She should have just got on her own grind, made her own little stand up, and sell it to them. Somebody gonna see it. You keep going around the United States, grinding it out, trying new material. And then the big one, you do it and sell it, and then you see what you get for it. Not just out the gate, she was doing it out the gate. We ain't seen you in 2 years, 3 years, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's the thing. She instantly, tried to put herself on that pedestal that at this moment in the game, she not on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I didn't get how she pulled the race card when she compared herself to 2 black males. So if they was racist, they wouldn't be paying Chris Tucker. Even, bro, you know how many black comedians they got on there? They got Eddie Griffin, bro.
Chris Rock.
Marlon Wayans even just got a, Netflix special and stuff like that.
Hey, Chappelle.
Exactly. So how you gonna say it's a race thing when you compare yourself to that other black people or whatever like that? And that's one thing that Marlon Wayans said in his Breakfast Club interview. He was like, bro, in this game, like you should never compare yourself. I feel like that's what a lot of us make a mistake because we always trying to look at the next man. And then when we look at the next man, we lose focus of our own race. Exactly. We got our own race, and it's not how you start, but how you finish. So if you pay attention to the next person, of course they're gonna get ahead of you because you're not focused on your own stride. So yeah, and at this point in her career, like she like she was tweaking because she talking about something. She the most like decorated, you know, decorated comedian. Like she's tweaking. She said alive too, so she disrespecting Whoopi Goldberg.
He mad.
He did.
She
She said alive.
Decorative, all that. He's still the best.
Granted, yeah. But you still got like Chris Rock's, Dave Chappelle, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence,
right?
she's tweaking, bro. Like she, low key.
If Martin Lawrence went to him right now, he better get whatever he asked for.
He could get it. And to me, low key, she wasn't even the funniest queen of comedy.
Who was? Let's not.
Cheryl Underwood was.
Mm-hmm.
And she's from the land. Shout out to Cheryl Underwood.
She is from the land, but what about Simone?
I mean, but it's not Monique.
Simone,
yeah,
bro,
but
right?
it's not Monique, right?
Simone, she was funny, bro.
It's not Monique though.
I have a comment from Taylor. She said, at some point, we got to stop being scared of the delivery. Monique was right, point blank. She been working and just tired.
Well,
She gotta put in more work.
right?
That's the issue.
Right.
Nobody has heard from her in a long time, bro. And
She's been out the game for well, not
Come on,
the
bro.
game, but she's been out the game.
and look, that she hasn't been. She said she's the most decorated comedian, bro. She hasn't had nothing really critically acclaimed since Precious.
That's true.
So how are you the most decorated?
How long ago was that? 2005? 05?
Exactly. You got to think Whoopi Goldberg, like
that wasn't that long ago.
stop it.
Precious. How long was Precious? We look it up.
Yeah,
That's
look
why
it
the
up.
computer's right here, right? Precious.
Like Granted, Precious was a good movie.
It was an amazing movie. She did her thing.
She did her thing.
Did she get nominated for it, right? Oh, no.
Yeah,
She got nominated, or did she win?
I think she.
We
won.
looked that up too, right? Right about access, right? Right?
Regardless.
Right.
Regardless, like, come on, bro. Like, she's tweaking. She ain't really been hot in a while. Like, on the comedy aspect, you get what I'm saying? She might have been doing movies, but on comedy aspect, bro, I wouldn't want to.
Oh, she didn't win. Oh, she did win. Supporting
support.
best
Yeah.
supporting actress.
But look, would you want to sit through a movie
that's-
comedy special now?
I probably want to still win it all. Me personally,
Me either.
that ain't my taste, but not now, no.
Me either, bro.
But like I said, she got the accolades. She could get a meal or two,
But look,
but not 13. No,
she compared herself to Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer is hot right now,
Yeah, she,
and she's selling out big stadiums.
and she got that audience though.
Got the audience, movies, and selling out big stadiums. Monique, stop it. She barely sell out what?
She probably could sell something
Like,
out, bro.
Eric
Let's
Brown.
not
I'm saying, but not no Amy Schumer side.
But she
now.
ain't selling out no arenas.
Exactly.
She ain't selling out no arenas.
She ain't selling out nothing
She probably
major.
do a little venue or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She has
That's
to do
what
a
I said. She
venue.
should have went on a little chilling circuit. Couple venues.
She could have did. Hey, look, bro, if she gonna do a venue thing, she could have funded that herself.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
So
Everything herself.
she was tweaking for trying to make it seem like people against her, whatever. Like Marlon Wayans said in the interview, he said if she really wanted it that bad, she could grind it, funded it herself, sold it, or took that money and built herself. Like that's all you gotta do.
For sure though.
Like she's tweaking.
No, she should have been comparing pockets. That's some big. You're supposed to compare your pockets.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Even in life, bro, you're not supposed to tell nobody your moves.
Right.
I'm super secretive about like telling people my next moves, bro. Because as soon as somebody know, they don't try to do everything they can, to,
Not do it.
And
And
then
even like it was people against her. It was just how she went about it though. She could have went about it a whole different way.
And then nothing, bro. When you tell people your moves in life, they might think you showboating or gloating, and then you got them feeling bad. Like that's
Hey,
the problem, bro.
Somebody just said that on this snap. Me in this room. You. Remember what you said? You was like on your
Malik
snap.
Brown, shout out
Malik
to
Brown, Fader. He was like, it was some. I guess I think it was yours. Though. It might be tripping. It was like when you talk to people about new upcoming ventures that they ain't did or not used to it. It seems like you bragging.
Yeah.
Right. I knew that was you.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. So that make you not even want to tell nobody nothing, bro. That's crazy, bro. How see, that's the thing, bro. We need to all come together. That's the problem. Like, if we were all together, like we could all eat. That's the problem.
So much pride.
Yeah. And another thing goes back to race too, because a lot of stuff people be having generational wealth and putting it into their families and stuff like that. However, black people, you got somebody wealthy in your family, your own family will rob you or scheme to get what you got. Got Kanye cousin, stole his laptop and tried to sell it back to him.
Right.
Bro, that's your own blood, bro. Y'all got the same blood run through your veins. You gonna do that to family, so bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just crazy. Like we need to do some real rethinking.
What would the rethinking be?
Man, just how can we get serious about ourselves so other people can take us serious? What you think?
I agree. Yeah, I could see where you come from in there. I feel like here you go right here. That's what I feel like. I feel like we don't use our black. It's a privilege to be black, right?
Word.
We don't take the privilege of us being black seriously. It's a privilege because how we influence and enrich every culture, I don't feel like we grasp it the way we should. Like, I'm trying to say it like, I don't know. It's a privilege to be black, and I feel like we don't take that on, head on, like strong. Like we don't recognize it.
But I kind of disagree. I feel like we understand our privilege and we're kind of abusing it. You know what I'm saying?
In what way though?
Just how people let me try to word this. I feel like we're abusing it because we're just trying to make other people feel bad, like even with our own culture. Like
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not enough building us up together.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of how can we tear the next person down.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of stop focusing on everybody else, let's just get us up there.
Comment from Princess.
Mm-hmm.
She says black people have so much power, and once we realize that, it's a wrap. Period.
That's what I was trying to say. That. Thank you, Princess. I was trying to say that. But yeah, she's right. Once we acknowledge the power that we got and use it usefully, though, like you said, don't overuse or abuse it. We'll be powerful. What? We'll be owning everything.
Yeah. People just be tweaking. On a less serious note, I watch a lot of Breakfast Club interviews, whatever.
I do too. Charlamagne, my man.
So one of their recent interviews, Charlamagne be tweaking though.
No, he do not, bro.
He be saying OC stuff.
No, he don't.
Bro.
No, he don't.
You're tweaking.
He be talking that real, bro.
Charlamagne be saying
no, he
some
don't, bro.
OC stuff. It's a compilation of him saying out of pocket stuff.
You talking about like to the women?
No,
what are you
bro.
saying? Like what?
He says.
Example.
I can't even think of it. It's a compilation on YouTube.
What is OC though? Like what is
like out of control?
I know what OC is, but like I know what OC is. But like give me an example of him saying some OC, bro. And I'm gonna break it down why it wasn't OC.
It's a compilation, bro. I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't follow him word for word. I just know it's a whole compilation of him saying wild stuff. You feel me? Bro.
Wow, it's needed though. Like,
I mean, granted, he bring his flavor to the show, but like,
it's not even flavor though. It's just like the truth.
Bro,
you can't be afraid to ask those questions.
What is the Breakfast Club?
The Breakfast Club. It's a New York show, morning show. DJ Envy, Angela Lee, Charlamagne the Guy. I sound like I'm coming on this. It's a morning show. They do topics just like this. But then they record this where they have celebrity guests
coming soon.
We got some celebrity guests coming soon.
Coming soon.
But they got people like Tekashi. Who else was just up there?
Them and every celebrity.
Every celebrity then passed through that.
But they dread going to the Breakfast Club because Charlamagne.
It's not true.
Yes, it is, bro.
I don't know. I love to go up there and talk to Charlamagne, bro.
People dread going to that Charlamagne.
They be scared because of the questions he don't ask.
He be saying OC stuff,
Like,
bro.
what,
He
though?
just instantly came out, Diddy, are you gay? Or like, he just said some stuff
Bro,
like that, bro. To
because
Diddy,
look,
bro.
Diddy was like, Daddy,
I
to
get-
Fabin. Bro, you want to ask him is he gay? That's not OC, bro. That's a real question. I'm going to go to my man's look. Bro, look. I done saved the footage, bro.
Oh
You
my
been doing
God,
some foul
bro.
stuff. Tell me, keep it a buck. Are you gay? And that's wrong for me. Asking my friend, is he gay? How am I supposed to ask him?
Bro, when the topic is not even on that, bro, you just
Bro, he was like,
bro, you're
It was
wild,
like, let's get
bro.
the elephant out the room.
Bro, he's wild.
Did you see the footage? Did you see what
Yes, and they
he
played the
was
clip.
calling another man daddy?
They
And
played
that's
the-
not.
They
What
played
is
the
that?
kid where he said,
What is-
I want to party with you. I want to party with you.
You know
Then he's
what
like,
he
we
meant.
already linked up. He's like, no, I want to party with you.
That's so to me,
You don't just come out and ask him about his
bro,
sexuality.
get the elephant out the room because I'm asking that. Look,
But he be coming
bro,
crazy.
that's what I'm gonna ask you. Look, bro, I seen the footage. I seen the footage. I seen it.
I'm
Now
dead.
keep it a buck with me. Are you gay?
He's not talking about me.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about he's not gay. He's not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying if the situation was me, I would do the same thing. Look, man, I'm not gonna judge you no differently. Just let me know.
But this is a
And don't
national
move this way,
platform.
bro.
You know he gonna lie,
I guess. But what's wrong with asking the question though? Was there something wrong with him asking it though? Because he wasn't the only person I wanted to know that.
Yeah, I guess he do ask those questions, but it just be so like he just be so like out the blue, and that's what kind of throw me off. But I guess
He be cleaning the elephant in the room. Though.
yeah.
You
What
got
you-
to though.
What you think about another thing that was talked about on the Breakfast Club? We've been talking about Breakfast Club a lot. Shout out to them. But another thing, they had brought up the whole Kevin Hart and Michael Blackson beef. Cause it was like, did
Oh, you talking
Michael
about-
Blackson go too far by mentioning his
Let
wife?
me go. I feel like as a comedian, you can't be sensitive to them things because you don't joke on somebody,
Exactly.
right? That's your job,
And
though.
he joke on himself.
Right? And Michael Blackson joke on himself more than anybody.
Yeah,
You can't be sensitive or oversensitive because you're a comedian. You should have known at the gate they was getting their bids ready for you.
Yeah.
Off the gate because you're a comedian. It's your job. That's their job. You can't be oversensitive because you got caught, not them.
Yeah.
You got to do it better.
Yeah. I think he was tweaking. Because everybody was trying to come at Michael Blackson like, yeah, he did too much.
To me, he ain't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, bro. He always joking like that. You feel me? So I feel like he.
And they boys though, like you ain't even supposed to.
Nah, see, that's the thing. He said they not cool. He said Kevin Hart felt like, man, you should never did that to me because we homies. But Michael Blackson said he ain't talked to him in years. So, you know, that's another thing. People try to be your boy when it's convenient for them.
True.
Like, damn, you was my homie. Bro, I ain't kicking with you in how long?
True.
So, come on, bro.
True.
We not homies like that.
I feel like he was just too sensitive, Kevin Hart, because everybody was going at him. I feel like he just got too sensitive. Like, come on, man. You got caught. It's all right. It happens every day. You ain't the last one. You ain't the first one either.
That's fact.
So that's what it is.
Did you see when Envy walked out?
Yeah, I think he was sensitive too.
Yeah, he walked out because
Like I said,
who said something about his wife?
DC or Mero?
No, Mero.
DC
Mero.
and Mero. Yeah.
Yeah, they said something about
He
it.
says he was only there for the check.
He didn't even say it like that. He just said, you know why? Because that Envy money.
That's the same thing. No?
But he ain't specifically say that.
let
but
me
he
tell
got
you why he
2%.
got bad. Wife seen that interview, right? I'm gonna paint the picture for you. They was well paint it because I could tell how this went.
Take the picture, bro.
They was at home in the bed, laying down in that big bed they got. And DC and Mero came on them Vice land, right? And that episode happened to be on while they was in the bed watching. So she looking and they listening. Oh, and Envy just just looking. She got on him. So he had to go. She got on him. You gonna do something? You gonna? She probably was kept pressing him. You know how women are.
Yeah.
They gonna keep pressing till you make a move. You gonna let him talk about me like that? He probably got tired of it and just.
Yeah, he had to, especially since he just got caught for cheating
Right.
on her, so
Well, he been had cheated though.
Yeah, but
They was
still
on TV though, so.
Yeah, so yeah, he been.
But
yeah,
you can't, like I just said, you can't get mad because you got caught.
That's fact.
You can't get mad at the other person because you got caught. They just making light of the situation. What's wrong with the joke? And that's what they do. They do that on everybody.
Yeah.
These people do it on everybody. It ain't like they just pointing you out.
Yeah.
Like I said, people just too sensitive.
And then they be bringing up topics and stuff too. So it's like, bro, that's what I'm saying. When the roles be reversed, people,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know how to handle
But
that.
like my thing is, I always say, well, my grandma always taught me this: if you hit somebody, you can't tell them how to react. So if I hit you, I don't know how you're gonna react. So if you was to make a joke, you don't know how they're gonna react, and you can't control how they react. All you can do is keep the same energy that you had when you did hit them, when they come to you, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's facts. Music related. How you feel about like these young artists, so quote unquote mumble rap artists, really not paying their respects to like other artists?
You
Like,
already know.
like who was that? Was that
Lil Zane.
Lil Xan when you
talking
said?
about Pop?
Yeah. How you feel?
Pop influenced me a lot, but I ain't really take it personal because he like 16 or 17, so he don't know who Pac is, and plus he's Caucasian, so I'm pretty sure they wasn't playing Tupac in his house.
Mexican, bro.
Again, I'm pretty sure they probably weren't playing Tupac in his household though. For real, like I wasn't that mad, but at the same time, you still gotta give your respects and stuff like that. But like, they don't care. They just trying to get the check for real. I don't really be taking none of that serious because most of them be promo or publicity for something. So
Yeah.
I take it with a grain of
How
salt.
you feel about the state of like the rap game now?
It's nice. We was going through a drought for a long time, but now I feel like the music is just, it's more quantity over quality.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more quantity over quality, but
I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know if I'm maturing or getting old or what, but a lot of this stuff starting to sound garbage, bro. And I like to tee up, but a lot of it's starting to sound garbage.
That's because everybody's starting to sound the same. That's why.
It's just garbage,
no originality.
And it's like certain songs I could get down with, but a lot of stuff be sounding garbage, bro. Like that's the sad part. Like that's why I got respect for like artists like Chance and stuff like that, because you feel me. He on his like legendary stuff already, bro. Like taking years to drop the next album and stuff. That's only stuff
That's how you supposed to
that
do
Jay-Z and them could do that, bro. Jay-Z, Kanye, he got the Grammys, bro. Like,
hey, he got the Grammys. He could do.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's going crazy. Like, that's why I got respect for artists like that too. That because it's different. Like, bro, we get it. Like, we want some of the tee up stuff. Like, everybody love the tee up.
But I'm just saying that I feel like it's repetitive.
Yeah, it is. A lot of songs sound alike.
Now, say the point you said.
Yeah, we need more good artists like this one up and coming Chicago artist like Theta. You feel me? If y'all ain't heard of them, y'all definitely should check them out.
Get that merch track. iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify,
Real talk.
Google Play, YouTube. The video, D Gaines, legendary.
Yeah.
Choreographer. Not choreographer.
Videographer.
Videographer in Chicago.
Yeah. D Gaines put Chief Keef on like that. You feel me? And now he putting Theta on.
Me.
Simple like that.
Same energy.
Yeah. We need music like that, energy like that, you feel me?
And that Trinity Trey too. Let's not
Trey.
forget about him. Let's not forget
Trinity
about
Trey.
him. Let's not forget about him. Now I'm on the rise. No visuals yet, but I'm coming soon. Everything take time. Slow motion better than none at all. Listen to me.
And all his cover art be raw as heck. Like,
Right here.
all his cover art be raw.
He
Like,
doing all my cover art.
like, it's crazy, bro.
UIS got some. Hey, we got a lot of stuff happening
We
here,
got
people.
producers on. Come
We
on,
got
bro.
producers on deck. Shout out my boy Overtime. ET over there. Das.
My boy.
Hey, we got a lot of stuff going
Yeah,
on in UIS. We got a lot of creative people here, and we all champion each other. You know,
Yeah,
hate.
that's the thing, bro.
We all celebrate each other. That's the best part about it. We celebrate no hate, no competition. It's all love. It's some competition, but it's all love though. You know.
You feel me? Like, for example, like that shows like the camaraderie and stuff. Like we just had our first annual rap battle, or whatever. Our first rap battle, and like people showed up and showed out, and nobody had hard feelings towards anybody because at the end of the day, it's battle rap.
Right. For sure.
And we had like good battlers like Mike, aka Mike, you feel me?
Cliff Jr.
Oh, snap.
But yeah, like, you know, we got battle rappers like Mike, you feel me? You finna see him on URL real soon. Like,
Real
stuff like that. You feel me? So it's like, that's why I love the battle rap culture, because they be saying like crazy stuff, bro. But they be going crazy. Like, with battle rap, bro, it's like no hold back, bro. Like, even though some stuff do be like very disrespectful. But like, at the end of the day, it's the culture. You feel me? And if you rock with that culture, you're not gonna feel no type of way. You feel me? But yeah, like, we just had that, and you know, it was nothing but love. Like, that's why I like to surround myself with like positive people and stuff like that.
For sure.
You feel me? That not only want to see me grow, but want me to help them grow as well. Like, putting that pressure, like, you, if I'm helping you out, man,
You're right on me.
push me as well. That's why when I see like artists like Fade or whatever, I'm shooting some for them or whatever, I tell them like, hey, do this part with more energy, stuff like that. Like, we helping each other grow. You feel me? It is not as though I'm looking for something in return. No, this, I genuinely want to see my bro succeed. Like, even my other homie from the shot, his name Kevon, he's like my best friend, my bro. Like, his clothing line, he going crazy right now. You feel me? If y'all go to my Instagram, y'all see,
Brilliant.
Like, I got
that
brilliant clothes. You feel me?
Brilliant.
Stuff like that. Like,
Hey,
and he a rapper too, and like, he be spazzing,
and
bro.
shout out Ruben too. That run it.
Exactly. Run it up, stuff like that.
Run it up.
Stuff like that. You got Risso too.
My boy.
Stuff like that. Like, that's why
Shout
I like
out my cousin too, who better.
Exactly. You feel me? That's why I like Chicago, because it's so much content coming out of Chicago, but you feel me? It's like Chicago, only Chicago people can understand the Chicago. You get what I'm saying? And our culture.
You know what I hate though?
Word.
What I hate about other people? They don't be giving us our credit. Chicago started a lot of stuff within the culture right now.
Coming crazy.
Started as far as the lingo. Like, when nobody's saying thought or op or lacking or
gang
tweaking,
squad.
gang squad. None of that. Phone now,
Goofy.
right? Goofy. None of that. What else?
There's a lot.
A lot of stuff. A lot of our lingo. The way we talk, the way we dress, all that.
Cause it's crazy. It's just crazy how it's just crazy how over time, like how like it like go from different city to city. Like, you had like the New Yorkers was on top, being Cali.
Yeah.
Cause like when Jerkin came out, I wanted to be like Cali people. You feel me?
Me.
And then like around 2010, 2011, like when Tumblr started popping, you saw the New York people being the freshest on Tumblr, wearing the Supreme, stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, they fresh. They got all the Bape stores, stuff like that. So then you got merging into like 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014. That's when everybody was on the Chicago wave. You had the wave of the hood nigga. Because, you know, they was all wearing like trues and, you know.
Me, I had a few pair of shoes.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it's just crazy how like the different waves, like even the music and stuff like that. And shout out to Atlanta too, because Atlanta got their wave.
Yeah, they. Woo!
Atlanta is on.
If you want to do music, that's what you
Atlanta
do.
is on. Like,
Atlanta.
They got their time, so it's like it's just gonna come back around. You feel me?
For sure.
We on the next wave. We on this wave.
I got a question, just touching on what y'all was talking about as far as a lot of guys on the campus doing great stuff, and in general, what about some of the females, like some of the makeup stuff they doing, hair stuff they got going on, eyelash stuff. You know,
shout out Shamika. She be going crazy. Shout out Shamika. Shout out Tatiana. She got her own YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's another girl that on YouTube. I forgot her name. I think she do makeup too. I think she Junior, bro. I can't think of her name, but shout out to her.
Aria. Shout out little Ari. Little Ari from the west side. That's what I call her. She do her. Nicole, she be going crazy. Cache with the nails, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people be going crazy.
I think, who else? Taylor. Shout out Taylor. Who else?
It's just a lot of people just be going crazy. Like, if we just sit here and name out, like, the show will go on forever and ever. Like, we all got like our own, you know, niche is stuff like we good into. Like me, I like do art and stuff like that. Like I could paint, draw, do like woodwork, stuff like that.
You be going crazy.
I cut hair too. Like there's a lot of stuff, bro. So I like people that's creative. You feel me? And you know, can be creative in those aspects and stuff like that. And then like another person I got to shout out J Rose again, because you know he always like pushed me, you know, to be the best I can be and stuff like that. Like I always hit me up with like encouraging words and stuff like that. So we need more people like that. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals, and you feel me? He's definitely one of those people.
Shout out J Rose for the opportunity.
For the opportunity, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for J Rose and Rock.
Shout out him for that opportunity, though. You know.
Yeah.
I was just sitting in my dorm room, not doing nothing. You know what I mean? I got that text. Come talk to me in the office. I thought I did something wrong. I'm like, what I did now? But he said, I got an opportunity for you, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do that. Appreciate him for the opportunity.
So now we're going to go to the viewer's choice. We got a couple questions from our viewers. And if somebody want to call in, they can call in. The number is, the number is 773
773
538
538
3166.
3166 773 538 3166.
Hold on, say that number one time.
773.
Somebody want to call in.
53. Nope, hold on.
538
538
3166.
3166.
Y'all heard that? Oh yeah, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Hold on, I'm just telling people to call
The questions? I know some people that send questions.
in. Yeah, people. You could pin.
Yeah, you can pin it. You gotta hold it.
I be feeling old, bro. I'm not up on this technology. But yeah, call in if y'all want. You feel me? Let's take some questions from our people.
Take that for us.
One person messaged and said, "Why should African American males attend college?"
It's a good question. I feel like when I first was going to school, I wasn't gonna come to school, but my mama told me to come for the experience. She was like, try it out. You never know what could happen. You could flourish. She was like, try the experience and see what you could, not just get an education, but what you could pull back from it as well that you could use in your everyday life. I feel like just the sense of feeling like you did something, like you graduating. Like I was at my homie Shaq when he graduated. I was like, man, I bet he feels so good crossing the stage, people yelling for him. I feel like that sense of entitlement that you have when you cross and you get it and you shake the hand. That's needed as well.
That's right. I personally just feel like black males should attend, black people in general, because the system is not for you. And the system is built, like I said, the system is not for you. And so, like, if the system is not for you, we have to essentially do everything we can in our power, you know, to combat the system that was built against us.
Right.
And if we don't have no education, you feel me? It's like we down the drain. Because like right now, I just peeped this saying going around saying how like a master's is the new bachelor's. You feel me? They steady up in the bar. So it's like if we don't up our ante, we gonna be stuck behind the eight ball. That's something my daddy always tell me, like, bro, if you don't get to it now or figure out what you gonna do, you're gonna be behind the eight ball.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
So it's like we gotta do something to give us an advantage, whether it's going to college, going to even a 2-year, like any type of degree to help you. Like, and the one thing, like, not discrediting people that, you know, that like you don't go to college, work, and then go back. But it's like when you go to work instead of going to college first, it's like you get stuck in that mindset of like, I'm getting this paycheck. So then that causes you to, you know,
Play behind.
That causes you to put college on the back burner. And then it's like, damn. You feel me? by the time you're getting older, you're gonna have kids stuff. Now you won't worry about your education, but you feel me? You might feel like you ain't live up to your fullest potential because you didn't take advantage of it in your youth.
Right.
You feel me? So
That's what my mom was saying. Cause she had went back. It was like a year and a half ago. She went to South Suburban. She took 2 classes. She kept calling me like every other day. How am I supposed to do this? Because they got a blackboard system too.
yeah.
She don't never use her computer or nothing like that. She don't never use her computer or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I had to navigate her and stuff like that. She was telling me she was studying. She would call me back. But then she was like, I feel like, she said she felt like she got too old. She waited too long to go back to school because now she can't. Her mind ain't working like it used to. And
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
then
that.
the curriculum gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's what I was telling her too.
yeah. So the next question is, how hard is it to make friends in college?
I don't think it's that hard.
Not at all.
If you,
Make real friends hard.
yeah, that's
Friends in general, well, you good.
real friends. Yeah, it's hard, but if you just go out and adventure and talk and politics with people, you'll always find friends.
Yeah, you can't branch out. You can't be afraid to branch out to shit, like I always say. But
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? It's always gonna be them people that you think your homie, then y'all by the time seeing you come around, y'all not even cool no more. Like I said, so it's easy to find friends, but real friends, that's hard to come by. Because you feel me? As you start to progress, you gonna see, like that's the thing. Like coming in freshman year, you see all these people, y'all getting cool. Then next semester come around, they not that no more. You feel me? They back in the city or whatever. Then next year come around, it's even more people that's not there no more that you may have been cool with. You get what I'm saying? So you feel me? Not everybody's gonna be your friend for a long time, but making friends in general, you feel me? It's easy.
Right.
Next question. Your plans after graduation.
Yeah. Once I graduate, I want to do something with media, like something like this, like radio or music.
Oh, this gonna continue.
Ooh, like that, yeah. But something with like radio or music. Like I was telling my OG, even if I don't make it as big as I want, I could always ghostwrite for somebody or write a song for somebody, do the background scenes instead of just having the spotlight. Because everybody ain't meant to make it, but I'm gonna make it. Say that. You feel me?
Right.
Put that in the L. But I just want to do something with media, like dealing with any type of media, like music, or sports, or news, anything regarding media. I just like being the voice for people. I like conversation. I like conversations.
I feel that.
What about you?
Kind of along the same path. I don't really speak too much on my future. Like I said, I don't really let people in on my moves. Well, just know I'm working. Just know I got something on my sleeve. So that's all I'm really saying.
I want to write a book too.
Facts.
I want to write a book.
I think my father should. I be telling my father all the time. I think he should write a book. Like he got like all the stories. Like just seeing how like he coming from a young black kid from the Robert Taylor Home projects in Chicago to changing his life around, setting an example for his siblings by going to Howard and went to Howard and getting his master's, doctors, and he's a pastor too. Like bro, that's big, bro. Coming from a society where like all odds was against you, bro. You weren't supposed to make it out the projects, and he always tell me how like his friends like used to be like, "Oh, Ronald, you going to college now?" Ooh, you especially come from that environment, you get a lot of hate for doing good. You get a lot of hate from doing good.
That's true.
Hey, somebody go. But yeah, like so if like I feel like I could. Not necessarily write a book, but I prefer to do like something like video, telling my stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
Nice.
Greatest challenges facing college students.
Greatest challenges. Graduate. Stand afloat. For real. The greatest challenge. I had a challenge. I had to take a semester off because I wasn't on it. I feel like, man, I'm supposed to be done. Oh, now I got to probably do 5, 6. You feel me? Like, graduating, that's the hardest one. I can't think of nothing else. That's the hardest one, staying afloat. Because like you said, you know some people that would say when you first got here, that's not even here no more.
Yeah.
So staying afloat and staying the course and having that positive thinking that it is an end, I think that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part to me. Still graduate.
Yeah. What was the greatest challenges?
Greatest challenges in college.
Greatest challenges in college students. My bad. My mind is everywhere. I'm trying to get more questions in. But yeah, keep sending in more questions too. Texting more questions. You can call in too. But I feel like the greatest challenges facing college students, like I said, like you said, whatever, like staying on top of everything, you know, and ensuring that the work is getting done, because a lot of people get caught up in, you know, the college life. You feel me?
Right.
Like, oh, the partying and teeing up. But you gotta understand, you gotta be able to balance partying as well as you got to be able to balance partying as well as you know, the college, you know, curriculum and stuff like that. So a lot of people fail to do that, and then that's why you see people fall behind. So I feel like the big challenge is, you know, that's staying on top of your game. What does the good life mean to you?
Like Kanye West, good life?
Yeah, I'm here. Shout out to Jesus.
The good life to me, no such thing as a good life, bro. It's always struggles. It's always challenges you gotta go with. But if, in my opinion, if I had to go through a good life, it'd be I'm financially stable, a steady income, doing what I dream to do in a positive way. My mama and my grandma straight, my sister straight, and I'm just doing what I love to do creatively.
Yeah, I get you. Not to cut you off, but I feel like like the good life is being able to, you know, do something that you love and get. It's not necessarily about money, because like if you're doing something you love and have passion for,
You
like
don't care about the money.
yeah. So I feel like just doing something that you love, whatever. And then even from the money aspect, it's like being able to eat while you sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like financial wise, I feel like I'll really make it if I'm able to, you know, eat while I'm asleep. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like in general, bro, like just being able to do what I love, you feel me? Make sure the people around me straight.
Look, so I was talking on the phone with my grandma, right? We was talking for like an hour and 30. So she was telling me this concept about vertical money and horizontal money.
I think I just read something.
Vertical money is when you working, you putting that work in. But we want to get to that horizontal money. You know what the horizontal money is?
Talk to me.
The horizontal is that making that money while you're sleeping. That's what I'm trying to. She was telling me the difference. I'm like, that's a good concept. Because I never heard nothing like that before. I know you make money in your sleep, but the way she was telling me where we at right now, we at the vertical. By the time you should, when you doing what you want to do, you should be in the horizontal. In that lane, the horizontal.
Yeah. I'll definitely feel that. Next question is some fun. Okay, the best battle rapper in URL. If you don't know what the URL is, it's the Ultimate Rap League by Smack. You feel me? Smack White.
Is that in general or ever?
You can say in general. Like
I got two. Oh, both. In my opinion, ever Charlie Clips.
what?
But right now, it's Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock right now. Ever?
Charlie
Clips
Clips ever,
went
bro.
through everybody. And smoke.
I mean, Charlie Clips do go crazy, but you gotta think, bro. A lot of people always gonna hold like a Loaded Lux as the GOAT, or even a Hollow the Dom.
That's true, but Charlie Clips has went through all of them.
Yeah, but did he lose against Loaded? Loaded?
No, he didn't.
Didn't Loaded break out the papers?
He did, but who? Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. That's minor technical difference.
But no, he didn't lose. He didn't lose. He didn't lose, bro.
Keep talking.
But you took it, bro. I mean, I rock with Charlie Clips. Like,
What?
I rock with Charlie Clips.
What? What's the but? What's the but?
Ever though, I
Yes,
don't
bro.
know.
Yes, ever.
I don't know.
Ever.
My favorite battle rapper now, I would have to say it is. Because I can't even name one.
One and
I
one,
can't
bro.
name one,
No,
bro.
bro, name
Because
one.
I still I can't name one.
Name
Bro.
one.
I can't, bro.
Charlie Clips is Smokey's favorite rapper, by the way.
You're tweaking. Cause you
Who
got,
is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Exactly.
I don't
I
know.
already beat him.
I don't know, bro.
Who is it?
I don't know. You
Man,
tweaking, but there's
Joe.
hella people that be going crazy, bro. Like
Are they better than Charlie Clips, though? No. Stop.
T-Top be going crazy.
He smoked T-Top.
T-Top be going crazy. Briz Ralston be going crazy. Shout out to Briz.
Ain't
Briz be going
win
crazy.
against Briz. He ain't win against Briz.
Briz be going
He
crazy.
ain't go against Briz. So
It don't matter. Briz be going crazy.
he do though.
Briz go crazy. Man, who else? It just be a lot of people going crazy in their own right. Like it's another dude named B Dot. Like he don't be on
He
URL
nice,
that
he
much.
nice. King of the dot.
Yeah, but he crazy. He be going crazy too.
Hitman.
Hitman nice too.
Yeah, Will. Shout out my boy.
Yeah, Will nice. I ain't really like Arsenal. I thought he was overrated at first, but Arsenal be going
Surf
crazy.
too. You gotta talk about Surf. He just got free. Welcome home, baby.
He be going crazy. It be just be a lot of people with some raw metaphor. Like Av be going crazy.
Rum Nitty.
Mr. Razor 95 say Blister Rawsteen the hardest out.
Briz
Oh
Ralston.
yeah, no, that's my boy. That's my boy, Briz.
Thank you,
He
bro.
love Briz. He
Briz
love
be
Briz.
going
He
crazy.
love Briz though.
Briz
I
be
don't know
going
why.
crazy.
He do, but
That raw, bro.
Yeah.
Briz be going crazy.
Mark.
He get all the knife bars. He be going crazy. Shout
my
out
boy
to Briz
Marcus.
Ralston.
Shout out my boy Marcus for tuning in.
Briz Ralston killed Arsenal, bro.
What did he do with Charlie Clips?
Did they battle?
No, they did. You know what happened if they do.
Charlie Clips don't
Next
want no smoke,
Next
bro.
question, bro. Stop playing, dude.
He don't want
Do you see what he be doing on
smoke.
Wildin' Out?
Briz Ralston.
Off the top with it just he said Milky Way, Milky.
Stop
Come
playing.
on, bro. You know me? Stop playing, dude.
The next question is how do you feel about the whole Bruno Mars cultural appropriation?
Ah,
It's really cultural appropriation.
they said they don't claim that he black, and he used and we the ones that support him.
Well, that's damn it.
Yeah,
I ain't
True.
got it. I ain't
and
got
that ain't our fault. That's what we gonna do. I don't know. Ain't nothing we can do.
I ain't got nothing to
What?
say on that. I'm finna
Okay.
say.
Trying to think. It's just like in a way he using us in a way because we support him like that finesse record with Cardi was
That's
hard.
hard, bro.
It was hard, and he make a lot of good records though. He could really write.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
But I mean, that's the same thing like how Miley Cyrus did it. She
That's true.
was
Very
talking.
true.
She did all that stuff that she was doing, and then she ended up saying, "Well, I'm out of that phase. I think rap music is bad. How the great ones like tweaking, bro. Like you just on that wave."
That's true.
Then she tried to do that country stuff, and then she just got back trying. Now she on that rap wave again. Like, bro, come on.
Just
We
like
been using our
Mace. Boy went from rapping about crack to talking to God. Then came back and went again.
But I
Like,
mean,
no, you can't. He was with-
Chance does that.
No, Chance
What?
don't
What?
talk about no crack and how he shooting
But
somebody.
he talk about hidden stains and stuff like that too.
Hey,
If
forgive
one
us.
Mo label try to stop me, it's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby,
Hey,
bro. That's
Mace was on the same label. He was in G Unit.
Chance
He was
had
in
Kirk
G-
Franklin on his album,
Mace
as
was in
well
the
as
group.
a song that say we don't do the same drugs no more.
Mace was in the group with G Unit.
It doesn't
Do you know
matter.
who 50 Cent is?
Yes, I'm saying it's the same thing, bro.
No, it's not. It's not.
How's it not, bro?
Somebody is taking his life.
Oh my
And you talking about
god!
somebody
How's
doing
it?
drugs.
How is it not the same though? Chance
Well,
ain't on that level, bro.
Let me
But
ask you
still,
something. Will God forgive you for smoking some weed or taking a life?
either way it goes, it's all a sin.
Yep.
It's a sin
It's
unless
a
something
different
take over
type
your
of-
mind, bro.
You right.
It's a sin unless something take over your mind.
You right.
At the end of the day, bro, I'm just saying, Chance raps about certain stuff
But I want
that's secular as well as Christian songs.
So you calling him a hypocrite?
Nah, that's just his way of life. You got other artists like Molly Music, started off as a gospel artist, but then still make songs, you know, that's secular as well. What's the Lecrae? You feel me?
But he makes straight gospel.
But still, bro,
He
that's
really rap
that's
about
somebody's life, bro.
It is though, so
That's their life, bro. That'd be me saying I'm a hypocrite. I'm a pastor's son, and I listen to, you feel me, all types of music. I did things in my lifetime. You feel me? That's just my
let me ask you
life.
something.
Snoop's gospel album.
Yeah, Snoop got a gospel album, and
But
we
Snoop
both
did-
we both love that album.
Snoop went crazy. Like,
See, that's the thing, you can't talk about Mace,
but
bro.
Snoop, that's different though. You
bro?
bringing God in it though. Like he was like evangelist, like for real though. He had his own church, his whole
I get it.
Jason.
Al
Like,
Green.
Did Al Green ever go back?
It
Though?
don't matter, bro.
Yes, it
It's
do.
past,
Yes,
though.
it do. Did he go back? We talking about him going back, though.
Bro, you could dabble in the stuff, bro.
Nah, bro, not like that.
Nobody's perfect, bro.
I feel that.
Nobody's perfect.
I feel it, but I'm just saying.
So you then gotta get on Kirk Franklin. And
what?
he's strictly because he be on songs with Chance, Kanye on the same album as them, bro.
No, it's
You gotta get on him, bro, because
No.
he's venturing into the secular world.
No, I'm not talking about the. I'm not
And
talking
he's
about
strict-
the music you do. I'm talking about the actions. You
Bro,
confused what I'm saying.
People have that's their life, bro.
No, bro. Nah, bro. We're not gonna justify that.
That's their
When he
life.
bringing God in it, he was a pastor. So imagine imagine Yo Daddy rapping right in '95, talking about how he was on the block in Robert Town's projects, flipping all that, right? And then he become a pastor, right? And then he'd say, "I want to go back to rapping because that's where the money at, right?"
Word.
He done rapping. He go back to pastor
Mhm.
years later. So how would you feel about that?
Bro,
Personally, don't.
if he telling
I'm
this
telling-
story to help advance somebody else's life that can relate to him, I'll to it. I can't judge him because I think
I know I ain't judging. I'm
he
just saying.
because I think a lot of rappers talk about stuff they not doing. You know what I'm saying? So if he out there talking about, you feel, if you go from I'm this, I'm that, I'm selling drugs, all that, then you go to preaching and stuff like that. Maybe you think, bro, it's time for me to get back to the streets because they not listening to me. So maybe if I talk their language, they can learn from my stories.
Possibility he's saying that, but I doubt he's saying
I guess, bro. We just gonna have to agree to disagree.
that. That's fine.
Okay, this is a two-part question from two different people. Katie, shout out to my boy Katie.
Shout out
Katie
to
said, "What is your tone on this? What's y'all tone on the sneaker culture in modern society?" Then Ron G said, "Shout out to Ron G." Ron G said, "What's your top 5 shoes?"
my tone on the sneakers. Right now, I don't know. When I always been into shoes, but like I never been in. I just ain't like the certain hype around certain shoes.
Mhm.
People was done like for shoes and hype beast and stuff like that. But I like the culture though, cause everybody's starting to appreciate shoes more.
That's fact.
Like the material. You know, they get real technical now. They want to know the fibers and the plastic and all type of stuff. So I like what it says.
Top 5 shoes.
Mine personally, number 1, Space Jams. 2, the bread and white cement 4s. 5 is the red ones. I mean, yeah, red ones. 4 is Air Max 95s. And my 5th one is the Air Max 97. I love Air Max.
My tone on the culture, I feel like it's a lot of people, just buying into the hype and stuff, not really having an appreciation for the actual shoe and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, that just brings the appreciation for Jordan down. Cause I remember, bro, it was like if you had certain Jordans, that was raw, like, because you had to work for it. Now all these raw shoes are being general release now, so it's like, come on, bro. And then it's like, and that's making it more hot because, say for instance, you got some like OG Black Cement 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they just re-release,
yours don't matter.
and now other people gonna see those shoes that they wouldn't even own at first and try to rob you for them just because they just re-released, bro. So I think that's lame. But my top 5 shoes, I have to say, Bread Force, Cool Gray 11s.
Lows or high?
Highs, I hate lows. I hate mid ones too.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
Except they ones, like Air Force ones.
Yeah. I say Aqua 8s.
Okay.
I was wanting them so bad for a long time. Excuse my language. But let me think.
2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeezys.
Oh, definitely. The Yeezy 2s though.
OC, bro.
The Yeezy 2s, not the Adidas Yeezys.
Okay.
No, I could. Okay, Yeezy 2s, and I say probably the 750 Yeezy, the glow in the dark.
And Pumas too. I like the Pumas. Wave Pumas. Like
The Wave Runners raw, bro.
Yeah, at least like
The Wave Runners are going crazy. Puma, I don't really like that shoes. They be too small.
Too small.
Yeah, bro, they run small. I don't know. Next question from a Snapchat viewer. Taylor asks, what's our take on this? The faker you are, the bigger your circle will be. The really you are, the smaller your circle will be. That's facts.
That's fast though. That's not really a question.
That's not a question. That was, she wanted our input on it.
That's facts.
But yeah, that's pretty much facts.
Yeah.
I was just telling
Smaller circle left jump.
I was just telling the artist how like when you get on, I personally hate like when like somebody get on and then another celebrity they'll see another celebrity out and they'll take a picture and they be like, oh that's bro. Like that's not your bro.
Right.
Like because they only gonna come around if they want a feature or something or a photo op, like, and that's a shame. Like, not too many people have real people in their circle, especially like when they getting on and stuff like that. Because there'd be a lot of people out here just for opportunities. Sure. Another question is, what do you contribute back to society?
That's a J. Rose question. Right now, I have to say, you go. Think about it.
Well, I contribute back to society. I just feel like, probably like my, in a small way, like I got a lot of life stories and stuff like that. So my experiences and stuff like that. So just by being able to like help somebody if they need like some advice or whatever, being able to give them some advice, I feel like that's real big. You feel me? Because a lot of times when you're in a low place, you feel alone.
Yeah.
So when you're able to help somebody like get through that low place and let them know like you're not alone, like that's real. Like I had plenty of friends that dealt with like suicide and have told me like if it wasn't for you, I would have killed myself. Like, and that's, and keep in mind, I'm in high school at this time. For somebody to tell me that at high school age, bro, like that really messed up my mind. Like, damn, we really have a big impact on people's lives that we don't even know. Like, so yeah, it's crazy to me. I just, yeah, crazy.
I say my presence.
Like, my presence is a blessing.
When I walk in the room, they already know smiles, goofy. I also say my voice too, and my experience as well. I've been through a lot of stuff too. And like, I don't know, I just try to be a voice for the voiceless, a choice for the choiceless. Ooh. I might have to put that in the
Yeah. You want to never do that. You said freestyle Sunday.
You'll be wild. Yeah, that's what I feel like I get back to. So far, it is right now.
The presence and stuff. That's real.
This is right now.
That's real dope. Another question is, this is a big one. This is definitely one for the ladies too. Like, why do you feel like guys think it's okay to cheat on women?
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
We don't cheat. Never have and never will.